RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for everything Royal Caribbean related. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Happy Monday, everybody. I am live with you here on YouTube every Monday. We are live hanging out with you on YouTube, talking Royal Caribbean, and I could not be happier right now to be talking to you than maybe I will be next week when we talk, because I am just a few days away from my first Royal Caribbean cruise in well over a year. So we're going to talk about everything happening in the world of Royal Caribbean. But let's start off with the most important question. How many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat right now. Let's count together, because I've got 5 days. Big 5. 5 days till my next Royal Caribbean cruise. And OMG, the super chats are going nuts already. Like, what? What? Crazy. All right, I guess I got to back this up here and say some thank yous off the bat. Teresa McChain, thank you for the super chat. Teresa, good to see you. Jonesy, checking in as well. Jonesy, thank you for joining us here. Archie, actually not the instigator this time, surprisingly. Archie, good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Josh Carruthers, coming in with an epic super chat. Woo! 4 more freaking days. 4 more days till you get there. But yeah, hashtag Royal Caribbean back, hashtag Adventure of the Seas, hashtag shots on Matt in the pub. Some of those are accurate, some so not so much. Josh, buddy, I can't wait. The last cruise I went on Royal Caribbean was with Mr. Josh Carruthers, and now I'm starting it back up with Josh again. So it's a good way to bookend it. I wish it was a little sooner, Josh, but here we are, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us here. If you've got a question about Royal Caribbean, please feel free to type it in chat right now. Your question may end up being featured in our weekly recap. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, on Wednesdays now, we do a recap of the top questions from these live videos that we do here. So you never know, your question might show up as well. All right, let's talk some Royal Caribbean. Brogan is here. Larry Rickman is here as well. Thank you for joining us here. Michelle Prose is here. Archie with another super chat. Was singing in the shower earlier when I accidentally swallowed some soap. Guess it turned out to be a soap opera after that. But I don't have a sound effect for that one, but that would be accurate. Let's see here. All right. Our first question of today, Sophie Burns. Hello, Sophie. Which San Juan ports do cruises go out of? If your ship sails out of San Juan, like that's where it begins, you don't go from the dock that's right in downtown. You go from the other pier that's across the harbor. So when cruise ships come into San Juan, they come in on the I forget the name, Sophie, but you dock right in town. It's super easy. You're right there. But when your cruise departs San Juan to go, like to begin a cruise and end a cruise, you're from the other port that's on the other side of the harbor, if that makes sense. So, good question to start us off with. Tony Diaz in the house. Keith Bruce, what's going on? All right, our next question of the day, not first. Our next question is from Kathleen Craig. Royal Caribbean Richard Fain said, if not vaccinated, we'll have to pay. How will we pay if we cannot be vaccinated due to medical health issues? You know, it's a good question, Kathleen. Obviously, Kathleen is talking about what we just saw earlier today. I posted it in a new video update that Richard Fain, Royal Caribbean Group Chairman and CEO, said. And he basically said that those people that are not going to be vaccinated will incur a higher cost. Now, Kathleen, he obviously did not elaborate on what those higher costs would be, and I certainly don't know what those could be. At the very least, it will be testing that you'll have to do, right? PCR testing, antigen testing, whatever. He mentioned that. So that at the very least. Could there be more? Possibly. I don't know. It's a great question. But obviously, there's been a lot of discussion over the last couple days about vaccines, because it looks like now Royal Caribbean has maybe changed its policy. We'll wait and see exactly what to expect there. But it's anyone's game. Anyone's guess, I should say. Susan Westfall, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Mark the Shark, what's going on? Welcome. We've got a new subscriber here. Daryl Whitty. Welcome, Daryl. Newbie from Canada. Oh, sorry. Welcome, eh? Sailing very first cruise ever on Freedom of the Seas, October 1. 3 nights. What are the chances of being diverted due to a hurricane status? You know, that's another great question. So we are actually in hurricane season now. It just began at the beginning of the month of June. So hooray. But, you know, the chances of your ship being impacted directly by a hurricane are pretty low. Usually, yes, there are some ships, some itineraries, they get their itineraries rearranged or moved around. It's very rare for a cruise ship to actually, or cruise sailing to actually be canceled because of a hurricane, but it does happen from time to time, Daryl. I would say your chances are low. I can't tell you if that's 1 or 20%. I don't know what the statistics tell you on that, but I suspect that it's much lower than you think. Now, October is right around the peak of hurricane season, especially the beginning of October. But again, that doesn't mean anything, Daryl. There's plenty of people who've gone on cruises in the months of September and October, had no issues. I'm one of them. I usually go during that time. It's great cost, actually. Hey, Josh from Galveston. What's going on, man? We welcomed Independence of the Seas a few days ago. She looks beautiful. Yeah, dude, that's amazing, right? Independence of the Seas is going to restart cruises this summer from Galveston. Super exciting. Lisa wants to know, do you think Oasis will cruise by September from Bayonne, or do you think the cancellations will continue? It's a great question, Lisa. Obviously, Oasis of the Seas from Bayonne and Oasis of the Seas in general was not part of the restart announcement that came in earlier, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily. The best answer I can give you, Lisa, is I don't know, but certainly Royal Caribbean is going to look to be getting more ships back into service. We already know that they're looking to increase that. And I think there's obviously a chance your cruise will sail. I don't know if it's 1% or 99%. No one really outside of Miami headquarters knows. But obviously, Bayonne and Oasis, Bayonne's a big market, and Oasis is a big ship that has a lot of demand. Those are two really good factors. But Lisa, no one really knows the answer to your question right now, because just like last week at this time, we didn't even know about the restart plans on other ships. Until we hear something, that's kind of how it goes. I wish there was an inside track I could share with you. We got some super chat thank yous I need to say. Matt Henning, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Larry Rickman, thank you for the super chat as well. Selfie with Richard Fain, July 2nd. I don't know if he'll be on there, but I'm also don't know that I would be too shy to ask. Can I get a selfie? Not sure about that. We'll see. Melanie wants to know hello, Melanie. Is Royal Caribbean in discussion with New Jersey? I can tell you because I've reached out to the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. They are definitely open for cruise ships to go in there. I don't think, Melanie, the issue are the cruise lines. I don't think the issue are the ports. I think they're ready, willing, and able. The problem, Melanie, is of course getting permission from the CDC to begin sailings. That's what it's all about right now. I think that in my opinion, if Royal Caribbean was ready to restart cruises from New Jersey tomorrow, they said we're good to go, I have no doubt in my mind that the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey would allow the ships into Bayonne. I know that for a fact because I reached out to them a couple weeks ago and asked the question, are you open or something to that effect? And they were like, yeah, we're just obviously we're waiting for, different approvals and whatnot, but the port is ready. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Another super chat coming in. Tony, thank you for the super chat. You and your family enjoy and be safe. Thank you, my friend. We are so excited about our cruise. April wants to know when we're going to go live and where. I'm going to be live as much as possible with you guys. I will be maintaining our schedules. There will be at least one live broadcast on Mondays, but on Saturday, which I'll be boarding Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas, there will be a ton of stuff for you to look for. A lot of broadcasts. I'll be definitely doing at least a couple here on YouTube. So my best advice, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications in your Royal Caribbean app, so that way YouTube lets you know when I'm live and you can hop right in. So should be fun. Can't wait for that one. Let's see. Am I doing next week's show? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yep. No issues there. I don't know if I said hello to Mark the Shark. Mark, I see you. Hello. Welcome. Zach with a dad joke for us. What did the ocean say to the seashore? Nothing. It just waved. Sherry from Awesome Sunsets. Hello, Sherry. Rich from MEI Travel. What's going on, Rich Hello, everyone. Great week for cruising. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, my friend. Can't wait. Larry from Cincinnati. Welcome. We've got Texas Firefighter with a super chat just because. Thank you, Texas Firefighter. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Scott wants to know, is there any chance the Cruise of Confidence eligible sailing dates will be extended? I think so, Scott. I mean, they've extended them already once. They're going through July 31st. Anything's possible, Scott. I don't know that we're ready to say that that program will officially end. I would hope we'd get a little bit of warning ahead of time, but as it stands right now, it looks like it's, there's still a very good chance it could be extended. Obviously, the longer there are still canceled cruises because of the CDC/COVID/whatever, I think there's a good chance that'll work out. JH wants to know, when can I start pre-booking the North Star on Quantum of the Seas? It should appear as an option for you because you're on in Singapore, you should see the option in the cruise planner. I'm not exactly sure exactly when it appears. You got to keep checking closer to your sale date if you don't see it there yet, but it will appear in the cruise planner on Royal Caribbean's cruise planner website. Do Crocs and cargo shorts have to match colors to wear them in the dining room? You know, I hope Jenna sees this question when she does the recap, because these are the hard-hitting questions that we address here at Royal Caribbean Blog. Obviously, the answer is yes. No. Oh, my goodness. So Marion's got a great question. News came out today. Can you talk about the drink vouchers for Diamond members? Do they automatically show on your set sale account or some other way? Great question. They do not. Unless something changes when Adventure of the Seas returns, the complimentary Diamond drink vouchers are just mental math you got to keep track of. There is something on Royal Caribbean side they can track on, obviously, but there's not a way that I'm aware of for you to be able to track it, Marion, other than how many drinks have I had? So, yeah. Let's see. Cheryl wants to know what happens if you test positive on the return. Do you have to stay in Nassau for 10 days? Royal Caribbean has what's it called? Royal Caribbean has a arrangement. That's the word, with the Bahamas to make sure that anybody who would be able to test positive would be taken care of, medical quarantine, medical attention, whatnot. I can't speak to Cheryl like what those protocols would be exactly, but they're not going to let you like just sit in your room and isolate you forever until you magically aren't positive anymore. They're going to take care of you, get you proper health attention. There are a lot of people coming in with the super chats here, so I've got to say some thank yous right now. We've got Eric Moyer with the super chat. Thank you, Eric. When test cruises are supposed to happen June 20th, do you know when people may get notified? It's an excellent question. No, I do not. I have not seen anything yet. I've not seen like actual proof that anyone's been contacted. I don't know that there's a cutoff time or a date or really anything other than test cruises are happening, Eric, and that's all we kind of know at this point. There's been no other updates from Royal Caribbean as to timelines and how it works and who gets invited and when and all this. Don't know, my friend. Don't know. And we have another. Wow, we have a lot of super chats here. Maltz99. Andy here. What's up, Andy? Just a shout out to you. Still can't believe I called it about Indy replacing Liberty. Pretty sure my July 3rd is canceled. Yeah, I mean, listen, cancellations are going to be an inevitability, but we have some new options out there as well to replace those. So, yeah. Teresa says, another super chat. Thank you, Teresa. My July 16th Navigator moved to Freedom of the Seas. All moved with my cruise planner credit for my previous cruise planner credit moved as well. Nice. You're all set to start planning another cruise. That's fantastic. And we have an amazing super chat. Slap your grandma. It is that good of a super chat. 12th man proud. What a legend. He's here like all the time. What a supporter. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Rather than the suite and the concierge rooms will be limited to 50% capacity. How are you supposed to get a free drink if you can't get in? That's one reason to get a suite. Well, number one, I don't know about the suite lounge at all, but more importantly, 12th man, couple things. Number one, in the Diamond Lounge. Oh, you're talking about the concierge lounge, right? Suite and concierge lounge. It's a great question. One thing is I know they're not letting Pinnacles get into the suite lounge. So that'll help a little bit right there. I think 12th man, in my opinion, I believe that Royal is going to try to do the right thing and make sure that you're taken care of. In a lot of cases, they do spillover lounges. I've seen that occur. That could be another tactic as well. I'll obviously be able to give you an answer, 12th man, because I'm going on Adventure of the Seas this week, and I'm staying in a suite as well. So I am sure they've got some sort of a plan for that. I also don't know if that's the 50% figure is actually, correct or not. A lot of these things we're hearing like third hand, so second hand, whatever the case may be. It may actually be right. I don't know. So I just want to make sure we get the right information out there. But I wouldn't listen. At the end of the day, I know that Royal is going to take care of their guests, especially their suite guests. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And I'll certainly try to get an answer for that one. So, Fred, please explain the current protocols. How much time you got? Well, all we have right now is the protocols for Adventure of the Seas. Actually, it's not that it's not that there's not that many of them, Fred. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask on a cruise. You can do any shore excursion you want on the ship, or off the ship, I should say. You're not limited to Royal Caribbean excursions. You do not have to take a test to get into the Bahamas. And those are the basic, the biggies right there. Those are the ones that everyone was really worried about. And also, you don't wear a mask a perfect day at Coco Key. If you're unvaccinated, which are basically just kids on Adventure of the Seas, kids that are under the age of 16 or 12, depending on when you're going on your cruise, you'll have to wear a mask on board the ship in indoor locations, when you're like basically going from point A to point B. If you're sitting and actively eating or drinking, you don't need to wear a mask. And you don't have to wear a mask outside the ship for this is unvaccinated. Outside on the top deck, you don't need to wear a mask at Coco Key. And also there's no restrictions on shore excursions for them as well. Again, those are kids. And everything I just said was for Adventure of the Seas. Royal Caribbean has not released protocols yet for the other ships in the fleet that are going to be restarting cruises this summer. And I would add one thing. As somebody who booked a cruise back in March for Adventure of the Seas, I thought for sure I'd be wearing a mask. I thought for sure we'd be limited to Royal Caribbean shore excursions. So this is tremendously welcome news. Love that. Yes, absolutely. Mike says, can you tell me more about the Diamond member free drinks? So my daughter who's 19 get alcohol and give it to me. Actually, no. If she's a Diamond member, she cannot, because if you're under 21, you don't get the same benefits as someone who's over 21. Obviously, Royal Caribbean can't be giving vouchers for free alcoholic drinks to minors, so they don't get that benefit, actually. But you, Mike, as the adult, will certainly get them. When you're a Diamond member, and I'm going to give you the example. I'm not talking about Adventure of the Seas. I'm talking in general terms before COVID. But as a Diamond member and above, Diamond Plus, or Pinnacle, you'd be entitled to every evening go to the Diamond Lounge and enjoy complimentary drinks there. It's a limited menu. You can't get everything that you can get on the regular drink menu, but there's beers, there's wine, there's select cocktails and mixed drinks, and you can select from those. In addition, every night of the cruise, you get 3 drink vouchers to use elsewhere on the ship, being a Diamond Plus, or Pinnacle member. So, if you don't feel like going to the Diamond Lounge, or Diamond Lounge is busy, or whatever the reason, you can go to the pub, you can go to the main dining room, you can go wherever, and you just tell the server, I'm a Diamond member, can I please redeem one of these drinks? And bam, you're good to go. So that's the really, really basics of it, Mike. Paul, can you list the known ships and their starting date? It's at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, Paul. I just updated this morning a brand new blog post with all the starting dates. It's the 2021 Summer Cruise Guide. It's right up there on the homepage. And I did a bullet list in order, in sequential order, this ship on this date going down there, Paul. Check out that post. I think it'll help you out quite a bit. Jonesy wants to know, can we get the same coffees with your refreshing package that we get with the Cafe Select coffee card? Yes. The Cafe Select coffee card is only for coffees, whereas the refreshing package is for obviously more than just, you can get for sodas and whatnot. But but it's the same selection of premium coffee drinks. So there you go. Our next question comes to us from Naveed, who writes, does a test cruise guarantee that sailings for that ship will be on for sure after testing? No, that's a really good question. It does not. So it's a 2-step process in general terms, Naveed. So basically, the cruise lines ask the CDC for permission to do test cruises. If the test cruises pass, then the cruise line then applies to the CDC for permission to do restricted revenue sailings. These are the paid cruises that you and I can book and go on. And that is a separate permission, but it's not automatic, if that makes sense. Now, in practice, it may very well be an automatic. It may be a mere formality to get to that point. But yeah. We have another epic super chat. Woo! Dan Matrano. Dan, I hope you got that pub sub that you were talking about earlier. Very jealous you're sailing soon. Have fun. How are the Yankees doing anyway? Listen, Dan. I wasn't going to say anything. How's your pub sub doing, man? How is it not being close to public? Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, goodness. Rosie, thank you for subscribing. Dennis has got a question for us. Are they allowing cruises longer than 7 days? I have a Royal Caribbean cruise booked on October 14. I don't know. There was a lot of not speculation. There were reporting the CDC was going to drop that rule about cruises not being longer than 7 nights. I have yet to see it in writing. Carnival told their guests that it's gone, so I don't know what to think, Dennis, quite frankly. I'm guessing Carnival knows more than I do, quite frankly. But, yeah, I don't know. Hey, First Sergeant Richard is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Paul says, you talk much faster when you're going cruising. In 5 days! Holy moly. Can't wait. Cindy's got a question for us. Hey, Matt, with your cruise next week in 5 days, can you give us some insight on how much longer it took you to get through security? Other than that, have fun and hope to hear from you next week. Absolutely, Cindy. So what I plan on doing is sharing with you, especially on the first live blog post, what it's like and sharing the experience all along. I know you guys have the same questions that I do. what is it like? Not just on a cruise, like, you've all seen these pools and water slides and things like that, but what is different? How is the experience different, similar, the same? I want to show you all that. And you bet, Cindy, I'll be spending a lot of time talking about check-in, security, embarkation. Those are biggies right there that obviously a lot of people want to know about that. We've got another super chat coming in from NBA Celtics 9, who writes, just click on the stream and saw Yankees go. Oh, no. NBA Celtics 9, there's another live stream down the road. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. Even though you Boston fans are seriously misguided, you're very nice people nonetheless. I appreciate it nonetheless. I hold on. I got a little surprise for you.
Your cousin from Boston.
That's for you, buddy. That's for you. I had that laying around from the other day, so thank you. Oh, there we go. That's for NBA Celtics 9 right there. I see Becky Menken from MEI Travel. Welcome. Is Alf cruising with me? He is not cruising with me. He's staying home. Next question. Ooh, I love this question. It's from Tukes Vegas. I got an email about bidding for an upgrade. Have you done it? What are your thoughts? I have not. So this is called the Royal Up program, and it allows you, Royal Caribbean, when you get close to your sailing, it's like, hey, if you want to, you can make a bid to upgrade your room. Pay X amount of dollars, and you could upbid, kind of like an eBay, for the chance to book a room. But it's a blind bidding. So what they'll tell you, Tukes, is here's the minimum bid. How much would you pay to upgrade your room? And you kind of put it out there. The thing is, we actually don't know if there's any opportunity to actually upgrade your room. What I mean by that is Royal Caribbean uses the Royal Up program as a way to ensure that if there are available upgrades, like if someone were to cancel at the last minute, as an example, they could then, instead of having that room just be unbooked, turn to Tukes Vegas and say, Mr. Tukes Vegas, congratulations, now we're going to charge you for this room. I don't recommend, it's very misleading because some people get the email and think, oh, these rooms are available. They may not be. They may be, but they may not be. My advice, regardless, is if you want to upgrade, you call your travel agent and say, Becky Menken from MEI Travel, or Rich O from MEI Travel, or Kelly Hardy from MEI Travel, can you tell me how much it is to upgrade that room? All right, let's do that, and then move out that way. That'd be my recommendation, quite frankly. So, hey, next question is from Paul. Great to hear you talking about actual cruises again, sailing out of Galveston in October. Originally on Explorer, now on Freedom. How do we get room assignments? Are you in a guarantee room, Paul? Is that what you're asking? If you're in a guarantee, one day magically you log into the website, Royal Caribbean's website, and your room assignment is there. There's no indication when it might happen, but yeah. Furman is here. Furman says, hey, Matt, to say I'm excited is an understatement. After 16 months, 60 canceled cruises, I actually have a set sail pass with my name on it. Yes, we love that. Yes. We have an amazing epic super chat. Oh, Blair coming in with a super chat. Thank you, Blair. Do you know what's going on with Venice? Because I would like to take a 7-day round trip cruising from Venice in June 23. So do you know when Royal Caribbean release itineraries for that? And I love your channel. Thank you, Blair. Appreciate it. Thank you again for your generosity. My goodness. So if you're talking about cruise itineraries that are not released yet, Royal Caribbean typically releases new itineraries 2 times in the year. One is in the fall, right around November time, like October, November timeframe. And the other time would be in February, March timeframe. So we just got finished, obviously, with that. So the earliest we would get that, Blair, would be in like around November or so. So are you kidding? Oh. Dude. What? Rory, I don't even have a shtick for this one. Oh, thank you, Rory. Holy moly, dude. That is overly generous. Melissa says so generous. Like, dude, I'm just talking cruises. This isn't like, I'm not giving you stock advice here. Thank you.
Your cousin from Boston.
Thank you. Holy moly. I'm like sweating now. Woo! Woo! Thank you, dude. Rory says, Matt, we finally made it to the end of the tunnel. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com got us through it. Thank you for being our pandemic cruise Prozac. I'm stealing that line. For over the last 15 months, a few Krakens on me. A few? I think I can buy a minority share in the company now. Dude, thank you, Rory. My goodness, I don't know how else to say thank you. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That you really, really, really don't have to do that. Thank you so much, Rory. I mean, I appreciate that you appreciate all the content here, but holy moly. Yeah, I can sit here. I'm gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes and just say thank you to Rory, because that would be the minimum I should be doing that. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I don't know how else we can possibly move on from that, but I will try. By the way, if I'm not getting your questions yet, I apologize. I know there's a lot of questions in the chat. Please be patient. I'll try to get to as many as I can. So after I get over the fact that what Rory just did, my goodness, what a legend. Melanie's got another question. Have you ever considered doing podcasts with Royal Caribbean crew members to ask about their experiences working on the ships? The answer is absolutely. The issue, Melanie, is in order for me to talk to anyone from Royal Caribbean, I have to go through the PR department. It's a big rigmarole, as you might imagine. I can't just, I mean, I can be like, send a PM or a DM to somebody on Instagram, like, hey, can I interview you? But if I do that, they will absolutely get in trouble because Royal Caribbean pays attention to what I'm doing. And we're just supposed to make sure that, you know, those people are not saying things they shouldn't be saying, whether they're secrets or not. It's just what any company does. So, so the answer is yes, but in a lot of cases, it's a lot more difficult than you might think. Cruising complete. I'm thinking about buying the unlimited dining package on Adventure this season. 12 days doesn't include Johnny Rockets. It does, but there's one caveat, sir, that you should be aware of, or madam. I shouldn't assume that your gender. In general, if you have the dining, you have the dining. I'm thinking of the drink package. I've always got booze on my mind because Rory told me about Kraken. Yes, it does. It's not a great use of your money, but you can absolutely do that. The answer is yes, absolutely. Cruising complete, absolutely. I was thinking of I thought this was the milkshake question. So yeah. Hey, Jennifer Kelln from MEI Travel is here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here. Yeah, absolutely. Rory broke the vlog, Josh. I mean, dude. You know, to quote Celine Dion, baby, baby, baby. Like, I mean, I don't know what else I could say over there. Yeah. Again? No. Stop. Time out. No. Dude! I don't know what's happening. What is happening? Thank you. You don't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Cruise with Mel. Thank you. Oh. Warm in here. Thank you.
Your cousin from Boston.
I guess. I don't know. Thank you. Dude. I'm literally sweating now. I feel like I did something wrong. You know that feeling like when you have the pit of your stomach? I don't know what to say. Thank you, Rory. Thank you, Cruise with Mel. Dude, I didn't even know there was a color like that in the super chats. Yeah, guys, you don't have to do this. You really do not. I appreciate the super chats, but this is not about super chat. But I thank you. And it's not that I'm not trying to be appreciative. I just want you guys to know it's okay. We're hanging out here. We're friends. We're talking cruising. I appreciate you just being here. So, full disclosure, right? This isn't about, me holding out the hat by any means. It's not about what I do here. We've always been about hanging out, talk cruises, even back when there were no cruises to talk about. And we were filling time in April 2020, and we had no idea when cruises would be getting in. But yeah, holy moly. Thank you. And I'm sorry, Two Speed. I missed your super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Two Speed. How is Harmony of the Seas? Is Boardwalk Balcony worth the upgrade price? Harmony is fantastic. It's my favorite Royal Caribbean ship. is the boardwalk balcony worth the extra price? Well, it depends how much more it is versus whatever else you're looking at. It can be, but it depends. There is no, as people always ask me, is it worth it to move up to a boardwalk balcony or a junior suite or this? It's like, well, it depends how much more it is. Some cases it's not, other cases it is. So yeah, ice cream and shots on Matt. I think when next time I see Rory or Mel, you're like entitled to like a kidney. I think at least one, right? I think that's definitely the case. So, Lori wants to know, instead of a drink package, could I estimate how much I'll spend for drinks and put that amount on an onboard credit account so no surprise at the end of the cruise? Yes, that's actually a great trick. I used to do this actually, Lori, before the drink package days. But absolutely, you can go down to guest services on board the ship and you can give them cash. Be like, I'd like to deposit, $100, $10, $1,000, put it right in there. I used to like this idea, Lori, for folks before the drink package existed. Basically, you would say, okay, I think I'll spend $600 on drinks or whatever, right? You put that money down. If you spend that money, great, you're all set. But if you have leftover, you can actually take that money back. When you deposit money, you can get that money refundable, as opposed to like onboard credit that you get from Royal Caribbean through a promo. That's not available as an option. So, yeah. Let's see. Pat Whitmore, thank you for the super chat. $10. Let me bring you back down to earth after Rory. Thanks to the blog and this YouTube channel. Thank you, Pat. No, stop. I'm. What is going on? Teresa said, I want to miss you. Thank you for the super chat, Teresa. Thank you. Cheapskates with stick is what? I don't know what that means, but thank you. Dude. Cruise addicts. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I owe 12th Man Proud and MDRNs. Guys, thank you. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I mean, thank you. I mean, thank you. I don't know how I can say thank you. There's not like I can go from 10 to 25 and say thank you in an appropriate manner. I don't know how to say thank you. I mean, this isn't that 12th Man Proud is giving me this absolutely ridiculous amount of money in one super chat. That alone is incredibly generous. But the fact that 12th Man Proud has been extremely generous over a lot of this is not his first super chat. And this is not he's not unfamiliar with the larger amount. So you've done it, dude. You've been there. I mean, listen, I said this before with Rory, and I'm saying it again. You guys being here is all I need, okay? You guys watch the videos week after week. You are here with me in chat. We have a lot of fun together. We make fun of Tony Diaz. It's a great time. Everyone's happy, right? What you're doing is not just above and beyond. It is infinitesimally above and beyond. There is no way I can say thank you, and it bothers me because I can't say thank you. I don't know of a way to, other than this.
Your cousin from Boston.
Which means nothing. And MDRNs, I apologize that I don't want to like. I don't know how to make it a live stream often, so just want to say thank you. Enjoy your cruise. I'm so jealous because I have 150 days on my next cruise, then your Harmony group cruise after that. When we're on that group cruise, you better tell me who you are, because I'm going to, like, hug you. They slap you. Like, what are you doing? Give him here, buddy. Thank you. My goodness. Again, unnecessary. Okay. I think this is how you become the Joker. Like, you just become, like, you start giggling and laughing uncontrolled. Thank you. Thank you. MDRNs, I hope when we're on the Harmony group cruise together this November, please say hello. Please say hello. You guys are going, I can't even keep up. I can't keep up. It is incredible. Teresa, I apologize. I don't want to overlook anyone's donation. Every amount, whether you give me $1 or whatever. Again, not necessary. Not necessary. Not necessary. Super chats are not why I'm here. I am not here for the super chats. That's not what I'm here for. I'd be totally fine if you made $0 super chats. I just want to hang out with you guys. Teresa, I really appreciate you. Teresa is such a great friend. Been a great friend of the channel for such a long time. Thank you, Teresa. The Sharon's.
Your cousin from Boston.
What is happening? I mean, did I put in the chat that I don't know. This is like the end of It's a Wonderful Life, except I didn't try to throw myself off a bridge, and I love you guys already. I didn't need this. I knew we loved each other. Like, what? What? Sharon Stockman, again, just like 12th Man Proud, this is not your first super chat. This is not your first big super chat. And this is, yeah, overly generous. Overly generous. I love it that Matt is speechless. Thanks for everything you do. Sharon, thank you for everything that you do. You guys are what make it here. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you. God, what? No. Seriously. Hold the presses. Stop. You don't have to do this. Unnecessary. Thank you. Matt, I'm just saying thank you for the next 30 minutes. Thank you. Matt Rierick, thank you. You have kept us all sane during the past year. You deserve it. No, I don't. No, I do not. We've been talking about cruises. I've not been giving you guys life advice on how to make your 401k work better. I've not reconnected you with your long-lost dad. I have not told you where buried treasure is somewhere in the Caribbean, and now you're infinitesimally wealthier. I have told you about how to make the drink package work better. Archie, thank you for the super chat, buddy. You're 1 in a million. You're an amazing man. Keep up the incredible work. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate everything you do, man. Thank you. I'm not even up to job. I don't know what to say anymore. Josh, it's us saying thank you for keeping us sane and engaged for the past 17 months. We'll be having shots in 5 days. I mean, yeah. But again, you don't have to. Thank you. I mean, I'm not even caught up. Holy Josh, thank you, buddy. Talk about if you ever want someone to be your advocate, This man right here is who you want. Thank you. I thank you so much. Thank you. Jared, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the info, entertainment, and value. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Danny DiMatteo, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jones. Dude. Thank you. You're a genuinely good person, and that's why we love you.
Your cousin from Boston.
I guess I have to write that. I don't know. I got to come with something better than that. Thank you. Again, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say because I don't. Thank you. Kim Oakland, another great supporter of the channel. Thank you, Kim Oakland. Please do not encourage Josh, but thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Tiago from Brazil. Love the show. I wish I could donate more, but you deserve it. Thank you so much. Thank you, buddy. You don't have to donate anything. I appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. My goodness. John, you've been such a great help through this past year. Happy cruising. Thank you, buddy. Tiffany Gore with the super chat. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you. Thank you. What? Again? Guys, unnecessary. Thank you, Teresa. What a good friend. Great supporter of Royal Green Block. I've known Teresa for a while. Unnecessary. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. I guess I have to hit this button now.
Your cousin from Boston.
Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Truly, thank you. Am I caught up? Powerful female. Thank you.
Your cousin from Boston.
Thank you. Thanks for keeping on every week during the pandemic. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. I wish someday I can explain to you how much that means. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what's happening. Thank you. No, it's already happening. Thank you. Wait, did we do this one already? You did it again? Are you what? No, you don't have to. Thank you, Sharon. Unnecessary. Thank you. I appreciate it, Sharon. You don't have to give me another penny for the next 3 years now at this point. Thank you. Unbelievable. Thank you. Brogan, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I didn't want to miss the shout out. I can't give a higher amounts. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Appreciate it. Again, you just being here, all that. Thank you. Not even up to Blair's, but thank you. Thanks for giving our hope is up in the past year. Looking forward to Symphony of the Sea, December 11, 21. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Brittany Moore, pair character lifting some weights. Saying keep it up. Oh, that's what that means, right? Thank you. Jeff, thank you. Don't have grandma slapping money, but wanted to give a shout out to Jennifer Kellen at AMI. Jennifer Kellen deserves that. She works her tushy off, and she does a great job. All the travelers at MEI travel. Incredible people. Travel. Thank you. Texas Firefighter. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for being sane during this long, hard journey of no cruising and all the other COVID issues we have dealt with. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dawn, wish I could do more. You don't have to do more. Unnecessary, not this is not about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, wait, did it happen to I mean, did I post? Did I write something like, free money if I'll double all your money? Like, guys, thank you so much. I don't know. Again, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Like, we're just talking about. I talked about Johnny Rockets 10 minutes ago. I was telling you about how to use that, and what else are we talking about? Something. I don't know what is happening right now. Thank you, Blair. Josh, I felt like I should join the party because now I felt like my $20 in live stream, my $10 also isn't good enough anymore. No. Blair. And this is to everybody. It's not about the money. I don't come in here and say, let's see how much money I can make today. This isn't me doing my work with an E, right? I'm not working it. I'm here to talk Royal Caribbean. I enjoy this because it is fun for me to talk cruising with all of you guys and to see Blair and 12th Man and Rory and Josh and Sharon it's like 8 times and all of Teresa, not just donating, but there aren't words to describe this. Do you see what's happening? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I got tissues now. Thank you, Dan. Also want to see you get up and dance because I'm dancing right now. Your message got cut off there. Especially, I don't know what especially was. Especially with all the amazing super chats. I got no dance moves, so here it goes. Hey! Hey! Jump on it! Woo! That's all I got. That's all I got. Thank you, Blair. Thank you. Teresa, why are you giving me more money, Teresa? You don't have to do that. Are you going to answer any cruise questions? Ask me, her friend. I'm trying. I really listen. I feel like now I have to do a live show for the next 10 hours to make up for this. I mean, and then turn off super chat, so I can't possibly keep me any longer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Faith, not to understate what you did. Thanks for seeing us through the pandemic. See you on the high seas. Faith, again, thank you guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's amazing. I don't know what to say anymore. But I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Faith. Incredible. And it's testament to you guys because at the end of the day, if I can talk about anybody can talk about anything on YouTube, right? But the fact that you guys are here, we have such a great community of friends. It's not because of the super chats. It's not about that. It's about the people that come in here, the fun we have, that and our passion for cruising, That is what it's really all about. So everything else is just icing on the cake, nice to haves, things like that. So I just want to say thank you, Faith. Thank you to everybody. Whether it's not about the super chats, but regardless of the amount you've given, it obviously goes back into the product. And the best way I can say thank you, I hope, is to keep delivering the kind of content you're looking for, whether it's in these live streams over at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, our video updates. There's a lovely woman who works on our YouTube channel called Jenna. She's somebody who works for me and does these things and helps me out. And back when we started this, it was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is really going to happen. It's going to work, but you guys are just reaffirming. Tonight has been really one of those moments where you take a step back and you say to yourself, Yeah, I think we're doing something right. I think people really do enjoy this, and it's not just me talking into the echo, right? And just being on our own here. So, um, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys so much. Cindy, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. I don't even know where I am on the list here. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Jim, that's Jim. Usually not able to catch you live. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate you. Joette, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for getting us through this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for during July 2020, October 2020, January of this year, seeing the notification that I'm live and saying, you know what, I actually want to stop in and say, I was supposed to say hello. I don't know what they're going to talk about. There's no cruises, but yeah. Tri-State Killa, another person who's been here for a long time. Thank you for the super chat. Looks like the chat bought you a cruise. You deserve it. Thank you, my friend. It's not about that, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Jim, I think it's probably one of the best ways. I'm gonna go to the bank because I gotta go to the bank anyway to get cash for the cruise. I think we just give out this money as to the crew members. I think we're gonna have to make it rain on there. I think Josh is gonna be on there with me. I think we're gonna have to do something fun, Josh. I think we're gonna have to find a way. Becky's there as well, from MEI Travel. I think we're gonna have to find a way to make it rain because this is not money that I'm not poor by any means. I think we got to find a way to, Jim, I think you hit on something. I'm going to do some thinking about this. This is a good idea. Thank you, Jim, for bringing that to my attention. Absolutely. Vanessa, thank you for the super chat. Shiba Dog shaking his body from left to right, surrounded by red hearts. I'm shaking my body from left to right. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, thank you. Andy, thank you for the super chat. Just a way of thanking you for all the positivity and to show appreciation for all the fun. Thank you. I appreciate that, Andy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pat, you're not wrong. I mean, listen, I started. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you the Matt Hochberg story, but you're absolutely right, Pat. You are 100% right. Thank you, thank you, thank. For me, I feel bad. I feel bad because it's like it feels like I don't know. It feels like I shouldn't be it shouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I can't think of an example of this, but thank you. My goodness, thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brittany, just wanted to say hi. You don't have to do the super chat, but Brittany, hello. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat. David Forbes, enjoy the fellowship of the blog. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stephen Z, this is amazing. Excited to meet you and Mrs. H next Saturday. Please say hello. One of the things I always tell people when I'm on a cruise, as long as I'm not yelling at my kids, if I'm doing that, please do not come up to me right then. Wait like 15 minutes. Find me somewhere else. But if you see me on the ship, say hello. I love meeting folks. I love being able to put names to faces, or in this case, super chat. Mr. Ben, live from the hot tub. I heard there's a super chat thing. Hi. You don't have to do that, Ben. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, Ben. Brenda. I'm not even caught up. Brenda, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the support during my passport debacle. I don't deserve anything. I just Googled one thing and shared an article and wrote my opinion on something. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know, we're going to start working some questions in here along. I got to get back to some questions here. I feel bad also. Kenneth Kimes, if you're not a sun lover but going to the Southern Caribbean, what's a must-do on a sea day? Do so. Oh, the activities on board. Trivia. Do trivia in the pub. It's a lot of fun. It's addictive. It's not about winning or losing, although winning is fun. It's just, it's a great challenge. I love it. You get to meet people on there. Really love it. Really, really love it. Archie, again, dude. Thank you, my friend. I think we're going to spank your grandma. We're in spank your grandma territory. Right now, I'm in slap your high school girlfriend territory or something. I don't know what at this point. Yeah. Tony Diaz. Thank you, Tony. I was waiting for a tear. It's now I'm ready. Thank you. That's no more. Thank you. Marion, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Tim's got a question for us, and I apologize, Tim. Is Royal Caribbean ever going to compensate Diamond Plus members for eliminating the Concierge Lounge? No. Number one, Diamond Plus were never. They've been systematically getting rid of the Diamond Plus members from the Concierge Lounge. Full disclosure, Tim, I am a Diamond Plus member. They're not going to compensate you for a benefit for that. Not only that, you still have access to the Diamond Lounge. Let's not forget that. So that's number 2. And number 3, this is a policy for Adventure of the Seas, and it's related to social distancing, my friend. So keep all that in mind. This is not the written in stone end all be all. I understand you might be disappointed with that, but I would also point out to you that you still have the Diamond Lounge. You have more drink coupons than you had before, assuming you're even on Adventure of the Seas, Tim. For all I know, you're not. I don't know. But the short answer is no to your question. Steve Cohen. Steve, do not ever give me a super chat. You do not need to. You give me so much helpful information. I appreciate it. When are you going to Odyssey? I'll be on in September since my Brilliance cruise got canceled. I have right now, the only cruise I have booked on Odyssey is November 15th, the shortened inaugural, which is not the inaugural anymore. I booked Freedom of the Seas, the first cruise out there, which I guess is now paid for. And the first inaugural Odyssey is now July 3rd. So I'm not sure when I'll go on there. There might be media cruises before that, Stephen. Maybe I'll be able to sneak on board for one of those. We'll have to see on that. So, yeah, Joe, listen, I appreciate you. It's a very good point. Thank you. So, Karina, is the Zumi Abachi worth it? Yes, and yes. Absolutely. Michelle, when's the next group cruise? It is November. Thanksgiving this year. Thanksgiving, Harmony of the Seas. More details at royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. Michelle, it's good to see you. Good name I haven't seen in a little bit. Thank you. Vicky Belleville coming in with a super chat. Thank you, Becky. You looking forward to September 12th, 7 night on Allure of the Seas. Thank you. Doug Hand. Thank you, Doug. Pay it forward. No, you're not paying anything forward, dude. You're paying forward. I don't know, buying someone Starbucks or something. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. This has been utterly amazing. Fatima, I am not sure what you mean by, can you be turned away from reservations if you were stuck in a very long line? What do you mean by this, Fatima? I'm not sure I understand your question at all. It's a great question. Justinator, Navigator or Mariner of the Seas? Navigator. By a smidge. By this much. Right there. Navigator by a smidge. See, Allie's got it. Now I got to think of all the taxes I got to pay now. Bringing me back down to earth. Next question is from Don. It writes like a fine print. I think you're talking about the unlimited dining package. It says lunch is included on C days and does not say that the unlimited dining package. It's 3 and 5 night package including lunch on days when you book dinner. That's a great question, Don. So the unlimited dining package includes lunch on C days and also, by the way, embarkation day. So keep that in mind. The dining package, in my experience, Don, is if you get the 3 or the 5 night package or whatever, you get a 3 night package, it's 3 restaurants. You want to use it for lunch, I don't think they care when you use it. It's probably doing you a disservice because you have less choices, and in some cases, you have a pared down menu. Not always, but some cases. But I don't think they're going to turn you away if you have the 3 night dining package and you want to go to a Zumi on a lunch on lunch on a C day. In my experience, I've been able to use it. So can't promise you that, but yeah. Next question is from Brains7733. Cruises from Southampton seem to go nowhere, just back into sea and back. Is this because of the lockdowns or is this permanent? Lockdowns. That's because of what's going on, not the lockdowns, but just COVID in general. The UK cruises are limited to the UK market, and Anthem of the Seas is much larger than other cruise ships. So she can't go to other ports. Like a lot of the smaller ones like P&O and whatnot, they can fit in a lot smaller ports, but Anthem can't. So that's primarily the reason why. NYC Lover for Life. Welcome to the part, pal. Thanks for what you do. I don't know what part that is, but thank you, NYC Lover, for your super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Jim, is this again? Well, you had the idea. That's what it was. That's what, I remember your name. It's from the idea. Baby Lemon jumping into Lemon's character's arms to hug him. Come here, big boy. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Mike wants to know what is the best way to find out who will be on my sailing and navigating season on November 29th? Do you mean guests? I mean, a roll call is a pretty good idea. We have a roll call forum over at royalcaribbeanblog.com on our message boards. You can check that out as well. So, Oh, I see. Okay, so Slang Larry. Oh, do you think there will be issues if you get held up at the airport and miss your check-in time? Not if you miss your check-in time. I don't think so. That's a great question. So what Slang Larry is asking is check-in times now matter, right? So if you book your flight gets in at 2:00 and you book the 3:00 check-in, but oops, luggage takes forever. There's a big downpour. Whatever. You got to go to the bathroom. All of a sudden, you can't make 3:00. Does that matter? I don't think. I think they're going to. No, the answer is obviously they're going to let you get on the ship. You may have to wait outside a little bit more because they kind of allocate a certain amount of spots for a certain amount of people to get in there. Obviously, Slang Larry, this will be the first time they're ever testing this out here on Adventure of the Seas. So I'll have an opportunity to give you a better answer on that. But they're not going to be like, oh, you missed your opportunity. You can't go on the cruise. I don't think that's the case at all. No, that's almost certainly not the case. Joe wants to know, do we know what type of COVID restrictions will still occur once sailing begins again? Outside of Adventure of the Seas, the answer is no. We don't know yet, Joe. Royal Caribbean said those are forthcoming, so it'll be probably a little while before we hear about that. But listen, Joe, I don't think you'd be wearing a mask. If you're fully vaccinated, I don't think you're wearing a mask, dude. I mean, look, on Adventure of the Seas, fully vaccinated, do not have to wear a mask. On top of that, the CDC has said if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. I don't think if you're fully vaccinated, Joe, I don't think you're wearing a mask, my friend. I really don't. Hope, I wish I could answer this question. I don't know anything about Carnival. I have no idea. I'm so sorry about that. So, next question is from Kelly. Matt, what will the check-in be like at the Hilton in Nassau? My wife says you favor Brad Pitt. Well, I kind of look like Brad Pitt, but thank you, Kelly. The check-in is, again, they've never done this before. My expectation is this. They've dedicated an area. Maybe it's a convention hall. I don't know where. Somewhere in the hotel. You get to the hotel. You can drop off your luggage at any time, by the way. So let me back up a step for a second, Kelly. When you get there, let's say whatever your check-in time is, if you want to go do something before you got on board the ship, you want to go do some shopping, you want to go have some food in town, you can do all those things. Drop off your luggage first. Anyway, once your check-in time is there, you then, I'm sure they'll check your name. Oh, Kelly, okay. Looks like we got a time here. Okay, you're good to go. And then there'll be, I believe, an antigen test as part of it. I'll have more details, Kelly, obviously, on Saturday when I go in 5 more days. Can't wait. Yeah, Fatima, again, you'll be able to go. They'll still let you check in. Maybe you have to wait a little longer outside, but yeah. And Joanne Griffith. Listen, I appreciate you spending Jay Griffith's inheritance, right? I've always joked about that, but unnecessary, over the limit. Thank you. You get us all staying engaged. Thanks so much. Adventure Cruise will finally get the diamond. That's awesome. That is it. When you get to diamond, it feels like you really made it. That is amazing. Joanne, thank you. I owe you some. We got to go to like I'll take this $49.99 and we'll go to San Jose's and get some margaritas or something someday, because I think we need to do that. Cruise Addicts, thank you for the super chat again. You think a Waste of the Seas will make it for the November 3rd sailing? I think there's a pretty good chance, Cruise Addicts. Listen, I can't promise you that, obviously, but the way things are moving right now, CDC is playing ball, man. They're playing ball. This is what I think this is what we expected like back in October, but we're finally there. We're getting there. So, What Up wants to know, any tips on how to get on a test cruise is even worth trying? It's worth trying, but there is no inside track. There's no way you can, honestly, dude, I have no idea myself. You just ask. You apply. If you go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com and we have just search on Google RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com how to volunteer. There's a form you can fill out that will put you in the queue. But last I heard, there were like 250,000 people already signed up for it. So yeah. I'm not sure your chances are good, but yeah. Have you heard if cruising ducks are allowed? Will you be hiding them on Adventure of the Seas? I will not. Of course they're allowed. They've always been allowed. They're harmless fun. We're going the week after you. Would you be cool to find a Royal Caribbean Blog duck? Well, Barry, are you on the 19th sailing? Because I'm on the 19th as well, unless you mean the 26th, then I won't be. But I don't know where one gets a Royal Caribbean Blog duck, but that would be kind of fun. Mary's got Interesting question. I won the contest Home of the Seas prize. Was a free cruise on the inaugural sailing of Odyssey, but they haven't reached back to me yet. Is it sure they're restarting July 3rd? That's the plan, Mary. Anything's possible, obviously. I'm not sure what the contest is that you won. If you won a free cruise, congratulations. I would talk to whoever told you won a free cruise and touch base with them. But the plan is, until it's not the plan, Mary, for the cruises to go off, and that one includes the July 3rd one. So, yeah. Blair, what are you doing? Blair, thank you. This is your third super chat, and one of them was unbelievable. Just wanted to see my picture pop up on the screen. You can ask me a question. I'll be happy to bring your question up on the screen. Jay Waterman, what's going on? It's because I love you and your channel. I want to say happy Pride Month to all the LGBT out there. Okay, that part. There you go. There you go. That's fantastic. Blair, thank you so much for your generosity. Again, not necessary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're well over time, but again, if I did a 36-hour live stream, which I am not doing, but if I did that, it still wouldn't be, it wouldn't make up for all of this. I don't know how to say thank you. This is what's, it is. I'm so thankful for your support. I've always been thankful for your support, but I don't have a good way to articulate that. And I feel like I'm taking candy from a baby kind of situation. Like I feel like I'm stealing something. I don't deserve it. You know, if you most people's lawn and they pay you money for it, you deserve that. This is not, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hey, Charnel is here. Hello, Charnel. Thank you for joining us here. Do you think the Odyssey November 15th will stay 5 days? That's a great question. I don't know. I think that sailing, though, in general, may be changing. Who knows? I don't know, Tanya. It's a great question. Based on the sad face there, you're wondering if your cruise is going to be canceled or changed or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's not the inaugural anymore. So obviously they may have some opportunity there to move it around. Mia Kappa, what's your take on the Windjammer not being open for dinner on Adventure? That's a bit of an issue for our family because sometimes we like to bring the kids up there for dinner to feed them and drop them off at Adventure Ocean. Then my wife and I go enjoy dinner. But there's plenty of other choices. Number one, we've got this, as long as there's pizza on board the ship at Cafe Promenade / Sorrento's, we're fine. Room service is another great option as well. So I understand why there's not enough demand for it to open up that venue and pump out that much food for a subset of people who probably won't be eating there, right? It kind of makes a lot of logical sense. It's gonna be an adjustment, Mia Kampa, but boy, I'm totally fine with it, especially the be back on a cruise now. You know, obviously, Mia Kampa, as they add more people on the ship, like when we go right now, they're about 50-60% on Adventure. As you go up from there, you'll have they'll reopen that. So that's just a temporary thing. So, Steven Zeev, thank you again. I don't know how to say thank you enough. Looking forward to seeing you on board the ship. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, thank you. Church planning, thank you very much, my friend. Have non-roller excursions been lifted? Yes. For Adventure of the Seas, the answer is yes. For Adventure. All we know right now are the protocols for Adventure and Quantum of the Seas from Singapore. We've known about those. But for Adventure, yes, you can do whatever you want in the islands, which is fantastic news. Fantastic. So, Henry Bourne, thank you, Henry, for the super chat. My fiance and I took our first trip together on a cruise. Leading up to the cruise, I would send her all your videos. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Listen, the best super chats are wonderful, but it's not really, I mean, it is a wonderful way of saying thank you. Please don't think I don't appreciate what you guys are doing. But what Henry just talked about is truly the best way to say thank you is by sharing the content, sharing links on the blog, sharing a YouTube video, letting other people be able to get access to this information so we can grow our community. That's amazing. I know so many of you guys are in the chat encouraging others to hit the like button or subscribe. I thank you on that. Obviously, that helps as well. So I appreciate you guys. I just hope that you guys come here again. I love having you guys here every week. We have an amazing amount of people in the chat, which is incredible. Again, I encourage you after this video, go watch some of the live streams we did back in again, July, August, November. It's a much different vibe. And I was, trying to be as upbeat as I can. So Jamara's got a good question for us. Or Jamara, what the heck am I reading? Jenners. Can I use the diamond drink voucher on Coco Key? We don't know that for a fact yet. I've heard from somebody who reached out to an employee on the ship, says the answer is yes. Obviously, we haven't been there yet, but it looks to be that's possibly the case, Jenners. But I don't know, like, for sure. So, yeah. Michelle Pros. Thank you, Michelle. Have a favorite dessert on me. Can't wait to see you on the. You don't have to do that. Thank you, Michelle. I will absolutely have a lot of desserts. Josh Carruthers, make sure to remind me to have dessert on the ship. Extra coffee, ice cream for me. Justine, do the drink package prices change? Yes. They can vary from ship to ship, sailing to sailing. They will change in price between when you book your cruise and when the cruise actually occurs, and they will absolutely be more expensive on board the ship. Pre-book it beforehand. Lock in the price. Absolutely the way to go. Michelle, are you going to be on Billy's first group cruise on the Apex? I was going to until I realized it's literally set sail on my youngest daughter's birthday, January 8th. If not for that, I would have 100%. I want to support my friends. I'd have been there, but literally the day the cruise begins is my kid's birthday. And in the parenting handbook, that is a big no-no right there. So unfortunately, it does not look like I'll be able to join him on there. Mark Hamill, what's the final day to book double points? I believe right now, unless they extend it, Mark, would be the end of this month, June 30th. June 30th. Becky Mencken, yes. Amazing. Hey, Valerie, just booked a cruise for May 22. Nice. Show no excursions, but you happen to know why. Yeah, Royal Caribbean's website is not updated yet. Don't worry about that. You got plenty of time, Valerie. Plenty of time. Not worry about that. Berg, with Royal Caribbean dropping the vaccine mandate for the U.S. sailing starting in the summer, are there how many sailing bars? No, they are not. The policy on Royal Caribbean's website still says for international sailings like Harmony out of Spain or Rome, the vaccine is still required. Yep, you're good on that one. Or I don't know if I'm going to say good, but yeah. Terry, is a pass card okay for young kids that have a passport? No. Great question. No, it needs to be a passport book. It does not apply for that. Get the book is what you want. In fact, Terry, for the Adventure of the Seas cruises that are sailing in 5 days, the book is required, not the card. So yeah, the reason being the card I think works if you're starting a cruise, if you're in the US, but internationally it's not. Anyway, get the book. I know it costs more money, but I'm telling you right now, you want to get the book. Yeah. Kelly Hardy, love it. Are you able to share the cruise photos in a live stream? Are you able to share cruise? Yeah, I mean, I can have. Well, yes. If you're asking, like, the YouTube live stream, yeah. I mean, I can do. I can add a source in here. The same technology that allows you to bring your comment up, I can also put in photos. That's what you're asking. I hope so. Listen. You guys have been so generous tonight that I can't even say anything mean to Joe S about his cheating Red Sox team. So yeah, thank you, Joe. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Donna says, with a non-vaccinated announcement on Friday, I booked the cruise through Costco and had a school with them on the new law. Your blog really helped me. Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad you booked a new cruise there. And new policies are tough for everybody because there's a lot of people got to learn about it. It's got to disseminate through the ranks. Those kinds of things right there. So. Yeah, I would listen, Crystal. If I could take all the super chat money from tonight and put it towards some mystery fund that would prevent no more cruise cancellations, yes, I'd be please. Yeah, no more cruise cancellation. There'll be more, but hopefully less and less each time. Kids want to know, are you doing a back-to-back on Adventure? I am, June 12th and the 19th. So once we get on board the ship, I'll be there for 2 weeks. My kids are so excited for that. Can't wait. Lucia, I appreciate you've absolutely lifted our spirits for over a year and always provide excellent information. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I don't deserve it, but thank you. I think there's far more deserving people, but I appreciate your support, Lucia. It's very kind of you to say. Is Allure of the Seas a good ship? It's a fantastic ship. Wonderful. Anu says, thanks for your information. You're very welcome. For a waste of the seas, what would be the reason to cancel in September or later? Would it be due to staffing issues or something else? That's an excellent question. Why is the cruise canceled in general? Number one, I think primarily it's got to deal with obviously restart, getting the ship staffed up. Number one, because these ships are operating in a very much a skeleton state right now, in which they have limited crew members on board. Number two, you have to get permission from the CDC. So you got to do test cruises. You've got to then get approval. So all that ramp up, get them resupplied, open bookings up. All those things require time and money, and they want to make it a little manageable by doing it slowly, methodically. So those are the reasons why. Certainly it's not out of the realms of possibilities. I mean, we talked about this much earlier in the broadcast, but Oasis of the Seas is going to be, it's one of the biggest ships in the world. It's one of the most prominent ships. I'm not sure if she's going out of Bayonne or not, but the New York City, the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania area is a huge cruise market. So they're not going to ignore that for very long. They've got to do something about it. So Charnel with the super chat. Thank you, Charnel. Thank you. And do you know if they're still honoring casino comp cruises? Thanks again. Thank you, Charnel. I appreciate you. The answer is yes. I know that for a fact. One of my good friends, Brian Wall, who's like the mayor of the casino comp program, has confirmed it. He's been able to get some. So yeah. Meredith, thank you for subscribing. I'm sure I missed a lot of those right there. Valerie, yes. You don't have to type in capital letters there, but yeah, the answer is yes. So what's the thing with the cruising ducks? The cruising ducks is basically an idea that people started. I don't know if you remember Archie. Archie, I saw your name. I was like, thank you for the super chat, but a rare occurrence in which you typed in, I did not say super chat. But thank you anyway for the super chat. I'm sure you gave me like 8 times already. The cruise ducks is basically this idea that people hide these little ducks on board the ship, and the original idea was you would hide it on the ship, so in a place that's like easy enough to see it, but not like not in the middle of the hallway, right? But maybe behind a bush or on a ledge somewhere, so that somebody who's standing around might notice it and be like, hey, that looks like a rubber duck. And then you pick it up, and on there's a little card, and it says something along the lines of, hey, you found a cruising duck, keep it if you want, hide it if you'd prefer, but take a photo with it and post it on our Facebook group. So that way it's kind of like, hey, look, I found this duck on this ship. And people would, it's kind of people found that to be a fun thing to do. And it's kind of become a recent trend in cruising. One of those odd ones that are out there, but a lot of people like it. Rory, big week. Let's keep it going by everyone making sure they hit the like. Oh, thank you. I shouldn't have posted that. Thank you, Rory. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again, like a bazillion times. I'm gonna send you an MP3 after this thing. Thank you. Pascal, I heard there's a super chat party. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Pascal. I appreciate you. Pascal is one of our moderators on the Royal Caribbean Black message boards. What a great person. Super helpful. And in between that, by the way, she's helping her community. I'm not going to tell you what she does for a living, but thank you for what you do, Pascal, because it's obviously a very, very important job. So thank you for taking the time right there. Teresa wants to know, now that you have your protocols, what changes have you made for your cruise? I booked more shore. The only thing I've changed, Teresa, it's a great question, is I've booked shore excursions on my own. I was waiting for the confirmation on that, but I booked a couple things to do on my own while in port right there. Kim Oakland, thank you for joining us here. Have a great night. I know we're going like super long on this, but honestly, I don't know how else to say thank you. Thank you. Let's see. At Coco Key, is there a difference between a day bed at Breezy Bay or full day beach bed? Can you book a day bed at Breezy Bay? I mean, Breezy Bays, they're different. I'm not sure what you mean by that. That's a great question, Lyman. Is one bookable and one not? I mean, the beach beds are bookable. These are literally beds on the beach, and you can, with a little bit of a kind of a cloth overhang to enjoy. But I thought the day beds were just these things like first come, first serve kind of situation right there. So, yeah, Archie, I wish I could say that when I mispronounced that earlier, that was because of Kraken. I'm so far behind in the chat. I'm just getting to Matt Henning's super chat, which was 8 minutes ago. We're doing dessert super chats. I'm in. All right, guys, type in chat. What is your, not super chats, but just in chat, what is your favorite cruise dessert? Type that in chat. Let me know what you guys think. My favorite, I love coffee ice cream, but red velvet cake at Chops Grill. Love that one. Yeah. Terry Kim, I saw that Memorial Day sale was only for sailing through Memorial Day 22. I have a sailing for December 22. Do you know when the cruise planner sales for that will be available? I do not, but there will be basically that window keeps shifting a little more to the right every time. You'll have ample opportunity, Terry, to get like at least like, I don't know, 7 or 8 cruise planner sales in. So you got plenty of time. Kathy Geiger from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Kathy. Looking forward to seeing you in 5 days. Can't wait. What is the passbook? It's an actual passport. It's one of these, as opposed to a passport card. This is what you want. Don't get the passport card. A little cheaper, but not worth it right there. Oh, well, thank you. See, now I'm good, guys. Now I'm good. Thank you for the generosity, but as long as we can still do this, we're good. We're good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Zach, how does turnaround day work on a back-to-back if you aren't staying in the same room for part 2? It depends. Generally speaking, it's up to your stateroom attendant. You basically, the stateroom attendant will either tell you one of 2 things. The first stateroom attendant you have, right? They'll say either you can pack everything up and just leave it in the room and they'll move it for you, or they may make you come over there on the second cruise and move it, and then you'll move it yourself. If you're doing a back-to-back in different rooms, you might want to take some of that super chat money, keep it in your pocket, and then get on board the ship. Be like, hey, I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you're doing. I really appreciate it. Hand them, I don't know, 20, 50 bucks, whatever it is. Be like, I know we're changing rooms on the next sailing. Is there a way that we can have our stuff moved over there or something to that effect? I'm not sure. How does that work? Play a little dumb there. They're usually pretty good about that. I don't think you have to tip them in order for that to occur, but sometimes you got to grease the wheels of progress, and that's definitely one of the ways to do that. Beachy Mama, Matt, would love to see you on Oasis at the end of November. We're boarding the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Well, I would love to as well, Beachy Mama. I'm actually on Harmony of the Seas for the Royal Caribbean Blog group cruise on Thanksgiving, that week of Thanksgiving. So I'm officially probably not going to be able to make the Oasis one, but boy, that would be amazing in order to do that one. I mean, there's always so many cruises to go on, right? Yeah. Smoky Bandit, am I going to kiss the floor of the ship once you board, an homage to the return of cruising? I'm not sure I kiss the floor. I don't think you really can catch COVID that way, but I'll just use that as the excuse. But I will definitely, there's going to be a moment. One of the things I want to do on this cruise a lot of is really take a moment and stop and smell the flowers kind of situation. You know? Mariana wants to know, not even close. Marlena, do we know if the cruise planner will be updated to the new format for all sailings soon? Eventually, yes, but it seems to be they're doing it progressively. There's like 3 or 4 ships that it covers currently. So, yeah. Blair's got a question for us. Hey, Matt, sorry I took the wrong name earlier. Oh, did you? I didn't even notice. But when are all your upcoming cruises? Because I would love to try to join you guys on one. Oh, got it. So we have the only group cruise we have right now on the books, Blair, is the Harmony of the Seas group cruise, Thanksgiving this year. I have purposely not been planning group cruises for 2022 or 2023 because obviously, whole industry's been shut down. I don't want to book any group. I don't want to plan any group cruises that are not going to sail because of COVID and all this other stuff. We're really close, I think, to that becoming a realistic unlikelihood. You know what I mean? We're back to normal in that way. So I'll be announcing more at that point. But Blair, if you're like, I want to book a cruise with everyone at Royal Caribbean Blog, we'll then do that on the Harmony Group Cruise. More information, Blair, about that at royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. And Mary, I think I answered your question, but I would contact the people you got your free cruise from. So, can you book the coffee cart on the ship, or must you buy online? I believe you can book it online, Carol. I'm sorry, on board, but I would book it online anyway. I just generally think if you know you want to book it online. It's way easier anyway, So, Brogan staying up super late. And I appreciate Brogan is here he's in the UK, guys. So this is not like him staying at, like, right now, East Coast is almost 9:00 Eastern, but this man is up at 2 a.m. Thank you, Brogan. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Charnel, you are very welcome as well. Lisa says, heard people talking about COVID insurance. Is it necessary? And if so, how do we get it? It's like all travel insurance, Lisa. It's a good idea. If you ever needed it, boy, is it nice to have. There's a number of companies that sell travel insurance. Royal Caribbean sells its own brand of it. There's many others as well. It's kind of like car insurance. Many different companies that offer it. My advice to you is go online, look for travel insurance. That's what you're looking for. Maybe you type for cruise ship travel insurance if you want to be a little more specific, but it really doesn't matter. And look at the policy, Lisa. They're not all the same. One of the big mistakes, people say, oh, I heard about travel insurance. Let me get it. And then they just assume the plans are all the same. Let me just go find the cheapest one I can find. I'm good, right? Not necessarily. Make sure you see what the plan covers, when it goes into effect, and what it doesn't cover. So, these are excellent questions. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. I'm finally up to the dessert question I asked you guys 6 minutes ago. I'm getting closer now. Creme brulee, apple pie, ice cream, cheesecake, Kathy Geiger, anything chocolate, Ranger cookies for Christine Del Rossi. Hello, Christine. Good to see you. Coconut cookies, key lime pie, chocolate sensation, soft serve ice cream. Who said that? Teresa. My daughter has been asking, are they still gonna have soft serve ice cream, Daddy? Yes, they have soft serve ice cream at the pool. Yes, it's still there. Not to worry. Yes. Oh, Pam, the world in Wonderland is fantastic. Yes. Teresa, again, I don't know why, but thank you, Teresa, for the super chat. Tres leches. That's a classic as well. That's like a classic like cruise dessert, you know? Absolutely. Jonesy, thank you for the super chat. Pizza is my favorite dessert. Don't judge. I would rather, my opinion has always been, in general, cruising or not, I'd rather have like another appetizer or something like that than a dessert, calorie wise. Like it's just more satisfying to me. But yeah. But pizza is definitely a cruise indulgence because I ate way too much of it on board the ship. A lot of us are creme brulee. My goodness. Walter gets the shrimp cocktail for dessert. That's an interesting choice right there. Nice. Scott, can you stay on the ship if you are back-to-back? Yes. Generally speaking, what happens, Scott, when you do back-to-back, and this may change going forward, but that's how it's been before, you report to a certain place on board the ship with other consecutive cruisers. Everyone else gets off the ship. You finish laughing. And then Royal Caribbean escorts you off the ship, back on board. So you're the last off, first on board, and then you can do whatever the heck you want. A lot of venues are closed, obviously. You go back to your room, as an example, and kind of hang out there. I like taking a nap during this time because there's a lull between when the last guest gets off the ship and the first guest gets back on board later on. So, it's probably a good time to either sit by the pool and just chill out, or, like I said, go back to the room, take a nap, catch up on time right there. So, cruising complete. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for all you do. We will be on Adventure the 19th. If I see you, I'll buy you a Kraken in person. You can't buy me a Kraken in person because I have the drink package, so you'd be wasting your money. But thank you, my friend. I will have a drink with you. That would be fun to do. On the 19th, cruising complete. Look for me. I'm usually in the pub at night, on certainly on the 19th, so it won't be hard to find me. Come hang out there after dinner. Say hello. Would love to say hello to you. Great question here from Rose. Once, is it better to book a cruise through a travel agent or on your own? Through a travel agent. It's not always about it's not about price, although sometimes they can get you a better price. It's about the service they provide you. Go through a travel agent every single time. It is well worth it. A good travel agent should cost you nothing extra to use their services, and they provide you extra service for no additional fee. It should cost you nothing extra, no cost, no fees for their services, and they're going to provide you with excellent service because the cruise line pays them, not you. That's really important right there. Larry, that's a really good point. I forgot about the travel insurance thing. There's a number of, I think it's like insuremytrip.com, and there's a bunch of these other sites that are like aggregators that will get you quotes. Similar, again, to car insurance. So you can do that as well. So, Mary says, I won the cruise with Royal Caribbean. I tried to reach out to them, but no answer. I don't know. I mean, contests are always very leery, but that's your only choice. I mean, that's the only thing you get. Whoever told you want a cruise, you need to contact that person. That's the only thing you can do right there. So, BLB, has anyone ever made a friends on a cruise? My wife and I don't have any kids and would really love it if we found a cruise friend couple. Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, as an example, Josh Carruthers, I mean, I kind of knew Josh from obviously Royal Caribbean blog. Like, I knew his name. Didn't know him from, anything. We finally got to cruise together. Great friend. We love hanging out now, right? And he lives in Ohio, so it's not like we see each other every day by any means. But but I think in general, it's a great opportunity to make friends on a cruise ship. Hang out at the bar. You're in a communal area. A lot of times you get some of those personal contacts, and it's really a lot of fun. So, just be pleasant, friendly, open. Some people may not want to be friendly, but others would be. So you never know. And of course, the other thing you could also do if you're looking for friends to cruise with, go on the Royal Caribbean blog message boards. We have a roll call thread. Maybe you see there's a bunch of people already on a sailing. Jump on that sailing with them. You never know. Carolyn says, do you know if for the August 2021 Alaska cruises we'll be able to explore ports on our own or all excursions required through the ship? They have not announced yet, Carolyn, what to expect, but for Adventure of the Seas, we can go on our own. So I would expect to be able to, Carolyn, but Royal Caribbean that's my opinion about going on your own. Royal Caribbean has not announced protocols yet. Kirk, with the most important question of the day, in the dining room, you can order all you can, right? So they do give you boxes for a late night snack. Yes and yes. You can order as much as you want, and you want a to-go box, they'll box it up for you. So you can bring it back to your room. Absolutely, yes. Feel free to order as much as you want. When we used to cruise very early on, one of my sisters dared me one time to order everything on the menu. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And they were laughing while I was doing it, but I did it. Probably regretted it later, but Mike, will you do a California group cruise? If Becky Megan has anything to say about it, the answer is yes. I think I would love to, actually. I have a Navigator cruise booked for out of LA for this year. That's not going to be a group cruise, but I'd love to be able to do that again. I think that'd be a lot of fun because I think there's a lot of people who want to go cruising out of LA, do the Mexican Riviera. So the answer is yes, absolutely. Walter, nice. What is my favorite drink on board? Lava Flow with Kraken rum. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, very, very good right there. Has the CDC announced what percentage of passengers will be allowed per sailings? They have not. They've just simply said reduce capacity. That's it. Do I have any videos from past group cruises? Yes. On probably Facebook, you'd see some. The platform I used to have the most on, Mia, was on Periscope, which is dead now. It's now Twitter. There's a little bit over there on Facebook. That's probably your best bet right there. Oh, Brian's got a question. I'm almost caught up in the chat. My goodness. Brian, because you never know what the cruise companies will look like and the activities you will want to do, have you ever not pre-booked, especially dining, and waited to do so on board with success? Yes and yes. Actually, Brian, I do this a lot, actually, because if you buy a dining package, you can't pre-book. You cannot pre-book dining when you book a dining package. So you always have to do it on board the ship. If you do it on the first day of the cruise, you'll have a lot of success. But I know what you're saying. Like, well, I don't know what's going to happen on day 6, what time I want to eat dinner. Depends on the restaurant. Izumi Hibachi usually will sell out. Others, depends, quite frankly. But in general, you're fine. I mean, you may not get exactly the time, like the optimal time, but availability is usually pretty good on there. So the short answer is yes. I've done that many times. There's nothing wrong with doing that as well. Again, you might be locked out of one restaurant, but there's usually another restaurant that'll be open there. So it's not like every restaurant ever sells out. Probably the one exception to all that are holidays. Like if you're going on Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's Eve, they get a lot busier for those kinds of things. So Becky is all about the California departure. I knew, as soon as I read that question, Becky, I know somebody's going to want to make me book that cruise. Harvey, I enjoy what you do and the information you provide. You're always cheerful and funny. Live tonight. Thank you and happy cruising. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It's very, very kind words for you to share. Cruising wants to know, have you heard if Adventure Ocean will be open for adventure sailings at NASA? Yeah. I mean, they're open in Quantum of the Seas. I have no doubt in my mind that'll be the case. All right. Kirk says, announce Los Angeles group ASAP. I am there. There's a good chance, man. Again, once we get it, I said it earlier, as soon as we have a good semblance of like cruising is back and, these cruises aren't going to be canceled, right? Within short of, some sort of emergency, something like that, like a hurricane. I'm ready to book some announce group cruises as well. So that is definitely coming up. I'm not forgotten about that. Yep. We got a question from the NYC lover. Are you planning on doing Odyssey? Well, yes and no. I booked Odyssey's inaugural, the old inaugural, in November. That's not the inaugural anymore. But I also booked Freedom of the Seas because it's the first sailing, and it goes out the day before Odyssey. So it will not be right now anyway on the Odyssey inaugural. That may change. So I don't have any really firm plans for Odyssey currently, but I want to get on her, obviously. I know you guys want to see, I want to see it as well. So I'm hopeful, if everything stays the same right now, I would say that I'll probably try to sneak a sailing in at some point later this summer, early fall, like September maybe, or late August, something where I can convince my wife that, yes, we should leave the kids with grandparents and go on a cruise. But I don't have anything booked besides the November 15th inaugural, which is not the inaugural anymore. So, yeah. Marv's got a question for us. So I had a Royal Caribbean cruise on Independence July 11th. The Royal Caribbean moving to Odyssey, changed itinerary and port, but called it an alternative cruise instead of a cancellation, so will not allow. I don't think you get 125 FCC, but I think they'll allow you to get your money back. I think that's an option for you, Marv. I'm not sure if you could get, theoretically, I guess you could, not 125, you get the 100%. Yeah. I don't know if you can get that. You'd have to call Royal Caribbean on that. I'm not entirely sure. It's a great question. But you definitely get your money back. They will allow you to get a full cash refund in that situation. So, Kirk wants to know, by the way, what's the perks of joining a group cruise for those not leading them? Essentially, it's just a cruise together. We do a lot of special events on board the ship. Most of the events are open to everybody. Some are relegated or restricted to only folks that are booked in the group. But basically, it's about cruising with friends. It's like this chat room. Imagine this chat room is a room full of friends on a cruise ship. That's the basic idea. We get to sharing the experience together. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people really enjoy that. On top of that, there can be special perks and benefits for booking into our group. MEI Travel, who we partner with for the group cruises, are fantastic. They love to give the people that book the group cruises a little something to say thank you. And we love surprises and giving people some nice ways to make the cruise a little bit better. So yeah. Is Wonderland part of the dining package? It is. Yes, absolutely. Filmed Above wants to know, hey Matt, is there a good website that track cruise ships want to film arriving in Seattle? Depends on the port. Some are better than others. Like the Port of Miami one, there's a lot of the ports have schedules, but some are better than others. Like the Port Miami is really good. Port Everglades really good. Port Canaveral terrible. There's like, unfortunately, not really. What you'd want to do if you want to film it is, well, number one, check the Port of Seattle website. You never know; it could be accurate to some extent. But the other thing you also look at is like a cruise ship tracker website, like marinetraffic.com. And as you get closer to the anticipated arrival date, they start to update the information with a little more variety. So usually the night before, you have a pretty good idea of what time the ship might be there. Have I seen the cruise compass for this Saturday? Clips of Man out of the Pool. That's where you'll find me with a rum punch. Pika, I hope I see you on board the ship. I love the pool band. Good. Oh, it sounds amazing. Can't wait. 5 days. 5. Jeff wants to know, do I have a favorite Freedom class ship? Freedom of the Seas. OG like that. I've also sailed on her the most. So Larry says, Matt, I'll be on Freedom July 2nd. If I can't get a selfie with Fane, can I get one with you? Heck yeah. Absolutely. Love to. What's in the lava flow? Love is in the lava flow. Okay. What's in the lava flow? It's a pina colada with a fruit swirl around it, and of course rum. It's really good. Greg, I've never been to the Coco Beach Club. Do you recommend booking Coco Beach Club? I think, Greg, if it's the price below $100 a day per person, yes, you can make a good argument for it. It's really nice. It's all about being in an exclusive area. It's not fundamentally that much different than elsewhere on the island, on Coco Key, but it is. It's really good for people who value being somewhere others can't get, like that little elevated service, exclusivity. That's what it's all about. You get the price below $100, I think it's a great choice. Frank, any idea why the August 15th Allure itinerary was changed so drastically? I don't. I'm sorry, buddy. Itineraries get changed a lot more so than you think. There's usually a good reason for it. And it all takes is one port to change, and they got to change the whole darn thing. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't. Beachy Mama, thank you for joining us here. Appreciate it. Next question is from Sheila. Now that I'm on my third ship, I'm on Freedom sailing in August doing a back-to-back. Are you going to be on that one? I booked the July 2nd. Is that one of them that you booked? If I'm on the July 2nd, the answer is yes. Dawn is here. Dawn, how are you? Talk about good friends on a cruise. Dawn is one of them. Group cruises are great fun. You meet so many fantastic people like Dawn, and you can offer to give her your cat, and she'll take it from you. Right, Dawn? Right, Dawn? Great person. Great person. So Haley with the flair coming in here. Another good friend. Man, this is like high school reunion. Like we're like, hey, we're gonna see each other again. We're doing body shots on Saturday. Not on camera. No. This is a true story, and this is not an invitation to do. But I've never done a body shot before. I've heard of them. I've seen them done, but yeah, that's hard. Maybe on that one. I'm just looking forward to seeing you again, Haley. My goodness, the last time I saw you, Disney Springs, was that right, or was that, or Michael's? Now I'm trying to remember. Like, boy, my son. It's been a while since I've seen you. It might have been on Michael's wedding cruise. I don't remember anymore. But it's been too long. That's the important thing. Is Izumi Sushi unlimited? It is not. You pay for what you order at Izumi. It's not. There is not an unlimited option over there. Patricia, question for a reservation for being mapped from Indy to Odyssey. The suite options aren't the same. Do you think Royal will get those independent suites in some kind of Odyssey suite? I think in general they do their best. They'll probably contact you if they can't truly accommodate you. There's not really a good one-to-one or give you some options there. I can't speak for Royal Caribbean on that front, obviously, but anything's possible, certainly. So, Blair says, OMG, I love overeating on my cruises. Welcome to the club. Especially since I'm a retired model, so I always had to watch what I eat. Now that I'm retired, I overindulge when I go on a cruise sometimes on land. I am stealing. This is my excuse. Oh, I'm having three entrees. Yeah, I used to be a model. Now I'm retired, and I'm eating whatever I want. That's my excuse from now on. Thank you, Blair. I appreciate it. That's like fantastic. Joanne Griffith, will you doing a live broadcast in 5 days? Heck yes. Andy, that's a great price. That's a great price for the Coco Beach Club. Love that. Steven, just because you asked, it's been a little while since I've said it. 5 days. 5 days. Tim, I will not be on Adventure July 10th. No, unfortunately not, my friend. Unfortunately not. Brian Cardy is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been too long since we've seen most of our cruise friends. Amen. All right. Last question of the day, I think, from Ken Davis. Hello from Arizona. Do you think Freedom will go back to 7-day cruises? Right now, even before COVID, Royal Caribbean kind of slid Freedom into doing those short sailings. Kind of what Mariner and Navigator were doing. Now Navigator is moving over to the West Coast, obviously. So there's an opening for that role. And I think for the foreseeable future, I could certainly foresee Royal Caribbean continuing with Freedom doing those short cruises. Will they be doing it forever? No ship ever does anything forever in one particular itinerary. But I think certainly in the short term, Ken, as we look forward here to a little while, and obviously the schedule backs us up, they'll be doing that. So yeah, I think there's probably a good chance she'll be doing it for a little while longer. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I don't know how to say thank you again to everybody. There is no way. But the generosity tonight has been out of this world. Slap your grandma. Can't believe it's happening. I don't know what to say, but other than, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your ridiculous generosity. It makes no sense generous. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. You guys being here is all I ever wanted. Thank you for joining me here. It has been amazing. It's amazing that next week when I am live here, I'll be live before this next Monday, don't get me wrong, but our Monday broadcast next week here on YouTube will be from Perfect Day at Coco Key, which, by the way, reminds me, I should probably mention this. It will not be at our usual time at 7:30 because I don't know that we'll still be in the islands till then. Long story short, I have cell coverage, and I want to be able to take advantage of that because the coverage, the video quality will be much better. So it'll be earlier in the day. I'll try my best to put out a reminder like I usually do for the 7:30 ones, but just a tidbit. But what I wanted to really tell you was I want to say thank you for being here, for have been here during all of this. We started doing these lives right at the tail end of cruising before everything shut down. And now we're bringing it full circle. It's all coming back, and it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to share with all of you guys. And for so many of you guys that have been here talking with me and cruising for months, and when there's really nothing to talk about, And we only had, however many people we had in here, and it was kind of, that was amazing. So thank you guys so much. I am so excited to share all this with you. I will do my best to share as much as possible. I'll be live blogging at rollcreamblog.com. We'll be doing live broadcasts here on YouTube, on our Facebook page, even on Twitter. I'm going to try to share as much as possible to be able to get you guys as much coverage. I know so many of you guys are really interested to see what is cruising like, and more importantly, just get your little cruising fix, right? Get back on there, see that for realsies, not B-roll from 2 years ago, the real deal right there. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to share it. I'm so excited for it. And all I can say to anybody else who's going on this cruise, including myself, good luck sleeping this week. It's going to be nearly impossible to sleep this week with this kind of excitement. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for it. It's going to be incredible. So thank you guys so much for joining me here. Check out rollcreamblog.com. We have a brand new YouTube video coming out tomorrow. I want you guys to check that out. That'll be waiting for you over there. I see Jan Pepe from MEI Travel. Jan, I apologize if I missed you earlier in the broadcast. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Everybody, again, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for the generosity. I don't know how to say thank you to, usually at this point I do all the super chat thank yous, but thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, Archie. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Josh Carruthers. Thank you, Archie. Thank you, Susan Westfall. Matt Henning. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Tony Siafi. Thank you, Texas Firefighter. Thank you, Eric Moyer. Thank you, Maltz. Thank you, Teresa McChain. Thank you, 12th Man Proud. Thank you, Dan Matrano. Thank you, NBA Celtics. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Rory. Thank you, my friend. Two Speed. Thank you, Cruise with Mel. Yeah, make sure I'm reading that right. Cruise with Mel. Thank you for your generosity. My goodness. Pat Whitmore, thank you. Teresa, again, thank you. Cruise Addicts, thank you. 12th Man Proud, thank you. You legend. MDRNS, RNs, can't read. Thank you. My goodness. Teresa McChain, thank you. Sharon Stockman, thank you. My goodness. Matt Rearick, thank you. Archie, thank you. Josh Tequila Carruthers, thank you for the super chat. VP Jared, thank you. Danny DiMatteo, thank you. Jonesy, thank you. Kim Oakland, thank you. Tiago, thank you. John Grunchowski, thank you. Tiffany Gore, thank you. Teresa McChain, thank you. Powerful Female, thank you. Andre, thank you. Sharon Stockman, again, thank you. Brogan, thank you. Mervyn George, thank you for your super chat. Brittany Moore, thank you. Jeff, thanks for the super chat. Texas Firefighter, thank you. Dawn, thank you. Blair, thank you again, Blair. Teresa McChain, thank you. Faith, thank you. Cruise Addicts, thank you. Cindy, thank you. Jim Dupoy, thank you. Joette, thank you. Tri-State Killa, great name to say. Thank you. Vanessa Fisk, thank you. Excuse me. That was not expected. Andy, thank you. Brittany Moore, thank you. David Forbes, thank you. Stephen Z, thank you. Ben, thank you. Brenda, thank you. Archie, thank you. Tony Diaz, thank you very much. Marion, thank you. Steve Cohen, thank you. Vicky, thank you. Doug, thank you. NYC Lover, thank you. Jim Sorensen, thank you. Joanne Griffith, thank you again. Joanne, very, 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 very generous of you. Cruise Addicts, thank you. Blair, again, thank you. Stephen Z, thank you. Henry Bourne, thank you. Michelle Prose, thank you. Charnel, thank you. Pascal, thank you. Matt Henning, thank you. Teresa McChain, thank you. Jonesy, thank you. Cruising Complete, thank you. And are you kidding me? Another okay, unnecessary. Thank you, Angela. I don't know what to say anymore, but thank you. Obviously, you can see the insiders here. You guys are amazing. I obviously just read everybody's name back again. I don't know any way to say thank you other than I hope that one day we are cruising together. Some of you I will be cruising with in 5 days. Others may be a little bit longer. But I want you all to know, it does not matter if you donated $1 in super chat. It doesn't matter if you've ever been a Roll Cream Blog Insider. It doesn't matter. Those things are great and wonderful, and I appreciate them, but it's not about what we're doing here. It's about you being here, and I hope that we get a chance to be able to hang out, say hello on a cruise, and I hope that any of the information you've garnered here on the blog, on the YouTube channel, on wherever, has helped improve your cruise just a little bit. So I appreciate it. Thank you. MJ coming in with another super chat. Thank you, MJ. I was late because I was up by Freedom of the Seas. I enjoyed your photos earlier, your video earlier. Good to see you, MJ. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Very generous. Thank you, guys. Juan, this right here is what I'm talking about. And it's not about the super chats. I mean, it is, but it's not why I have the best fan supporters. Again, we have a great community of friends. That's what it's all about. That's what I care about. At the end of the day, when I book a cruise and I see a friend on board the cruise, that it's really the what makes this community great. Because at the end of the day, it's fun talking cruising with you guys. I enjoy it. I hope you do as well. So thank you guys so much for everything tonight. I am now going to really turn this off now because we've been live for almost 2 hours. And it has been utterly incredible. Shayna loves me as well. That's the most important. Shayna, don't worry. 2.5 people know who I'm talking about. Don't worry. It's a baby, not a real person, but it is a real person. You know what I mean? It's not creepy. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining us here. Have a great rest of your week. I will be doing live broadcasts with you guys on YouTube. Look for them this weekend into next week. So beginning Saturday, we'll be doing a live. I'm hoping right around noon, 1 o'clock. It will at least start bringing you some live coverage from on board the ship. Look for that. Plenty more at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It has been my pleasure to be talking cruise with you here this evening. I don't know what else to say thank you, but thank you for your support. Thank you for everything tonight. This has been utterly amazing. Yeah. Again, have a great night, everybody. Let's talk to you all real soon on a cruise ship in 5 days. See you guys.